and some use both, or others don't, so.
And keeping the burial the same but increasing the headstone,
Well, no, it's just keeping it, it's both the same.
just staying the same.
Because they were
Yeah.
looking at increasing the burial part, but then some of it would be capped out, and then we're getting more because our population is, aging and stuff,
Right.
so
Yeah,
there's only so much
But
money
yeah, we could talk
available.
about that last year,
Yeah.
increasing our,
yeah, we might have to talk about that this
Because
year.
I think the last I saw, I think we are pretty much exhausted right now.
What are
I
we
think
at
we're,
right now?
I think we are within a couple $100 of being,
So what are we gonna increase that amount to per occurrence?
well, right now we pay $250 for burial and then $100 for a headstone placement. Most people, not everybody requests a headstone. Some people, it's mostly the burial benefit, but then some people do both. So some people get the burial benefit plus the headstone benefit.
Okay.
And so they talked last year about increasing the burial benefit, because you can have a max of $500. They talked about increasing that, but I was, from looking at the number of people and all that stuff, I kind of suggested to keep it where it is, because then you could actually help more people. If you increase it, you can't help as many people,
And that's something we can talk about if you guys want. For now, we could, if you look at the 4 years, average, 5,000 is up, at this point for this year and for
Right.
the average.
Mhm, it was a hard winter too.
Yeah, yeah.
And usually hard winter goes with more deaths.
So if you guys want, we can evaluate that.
Take-
Okay, leave it there for now.
Yeah.
All right,
And that's one of those we'll be able to see more as, in the next little bit,
right.
but I anticipate at least, probably at least another $1,000,
Yeah.
before the end of the fiscal year.
And maybe increasing it a little bit, to 350 for the burial benefit, and seeing if we can't find another 1,000 in PILT to cover those 3 more people if needed. I would be agreeable to that if you guys want to do that as we get into the PILT side of it.
Yeah, that'll be a whole day's discussion.
No kidding, yeah. So the juvenile transport, right now is 3,000, that's also out of PILT. And Mike and I are gonna go to the juvenile detention annual meeting in Great Falls.
Okay.
Have
And
they
the-
used any of that this year? None at all?
No,
Juvenile transport?
but we did use the detention center, but we didn't use anything for transport, so.
Yeah.
The Board of Crime Control lost 300,000 in what they paid juvenile detention centers. We had 2 that closed. If we lose them in Montana, right now we're paying $375 a day for a kid to go to juvenile detention. We'd be looking at between $700 and $900 a day to go out of state. So it's a big deal. It's a really big deal. It's something we're keeping an eye on. So group health, that's your baby, but
Yep.
PILT. Mental health, LAC, I would say leave it the same, because they got their money last year, so if we could just roll it back to them. And then next year, maybe switch that Center for Mental Health every other year, would be my suggestion. And I think that's it, as far as ours, revenue. I was encouraged by what Doug told us, and I think these are all duplicate pages. Oh, comprehensive insurance, I would suggest on PILT again if we
Okay,
can.
so 21 maybe. Yeah, we haven't got the actuals. I think Julie's on the agenda
Yeah, the
to
24th.
discuss that.
She did in first part of May, isn't it, or?
It's either the last one in April or the first one in May. I can't remember.
I think it's first part of May or something.
Yeah, she did
She's on for
work
the
with us and get
renewal.
on the agenda for the liability, the comprehensive liability insurance.
And I
So we'll
think
know what that's gonna be.
she called me and wanted to change it to like 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, perfect. I think that's it though, as far as, juvenile transport we just talked about. I think that's it.
And as far as we know, like the Hard Rock, and the revenues we'll get to another day, because there's still a lot
Right.
out on that, but the expenditure's the biggest part. Revenues are easy.
Yeah, Doug showed me the spreadsheet from the Winston mine, so that's
Oh.
gonna help with some revenues as
Okay.
well. I think it's 13 grand
Oh, okay.
that they owe at this point, so
Okay.
that's nice.
Okay.
Shot in the arm, so.
Anything you want me to work on, look
I'll
at?
make you copies.
Okay, thank you. As I'm working on stuff. Just a phone call or an email away, or visit.
Okay.
Like you do. And you start crunching some numbers, now like, it's getting stacked up.
Right.
Start throwing those in. I do know Impera, they worked on, it's another increase by 1/10. So this year 8.27, it's gonna be 8.37, that I do know for public retirement on the employer side. That was something they, 3 or 4 years ago, over the next 5 years, we're gonna increase, so I do know
Just keep
that.
stepping up.
So I do have that increase, but I haven't seen anything on unemployment or work comp yet.
They're both going up.
I'm not surprised.
And they always
Actually, they
do.
were talking about comp going down.
It could, it depends on the fund. Some of them, like this last year, some went way down and others stayed the same. But the
Yeah.
road went up, or that 9420 went up.
Have
So-
you checked into this, the non-state fund outfit at all?
Not yet, I don't have time.
I don't know if what their rates are. I need to have my accountant check
You
into
know,
it.
of course,
I
we
have-
go through Mako, not the state,
Oh,
so
you guys are going to?
Yeah,
go through
Mako's
Macon
ours,
State
yeah,
fund, oh, okay.
we do Mako already, so. And then any savings that we recognize with like employee meetings, if we get refunds for all the training and safety things that we do, comes back and goes back into.
Our safety committee that we actually save money on our insurance by having that. And we save money by people attending different departments, and that's why we implemented a memo and a resolution years ago that anyone who consistently doesn't show will actually share any increases from their department. Because we needed to have some kind of teeth. Wynn has been fabulous with the safety. Brenda refused to send people. We were seeing huge increases because the sheriff's department drives insurance, it always has, it always will. And not having any of her staff show up was causing us to pay more in insurance. So, starting the safety committee saved us a lot of money. Wynn's involvement has saved us a lot of money.
So, the rural fire department district, are they eligible to join that in any way?
The Mako,
Yeah.
I don't know, they should call Julie
Mm-hmm.
and ask
See,
her.
they got, Walt Legal was out there on that propane wreck and fell down and broke his back.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
And his workman's comp payment through what the fire department has is $25 a month. So they were kind of looking at doing something different with either, because the workman comp claim only benefits them by the hour, and they have a set rate. So they were looking to do something with Aflac, but I was wondering if they couldn't find a better comp.
We might through Mako, because I know that's one of the funds we have to report on. We just don't have any directly. Fireman's impact, I had to look at twice because I had the wrong fund. It's like 7704 is the code number. So I know they provide it, it's in the book.
That may be something that we might look at and see,
Through Mako.
maybe get that information to the fire board, and maybe they can, I mean, it's a little late for him, but it would be beneficial for all the rest of us.
Absolutely, anything we can do.
We should, I'll talk to Ed and those guys. I'll go to that next meeting and see if that's something, because they were talking about maybe going to Aflac or something, but, you know, that's still, all that does is cover lost wages, but I guess that's probably much better than $25 a month.
And Marielle could talk to them on that one. 'Cause she's the rep in the area. She comes in and talks with us and
Okay.
helps me out with things, so
And it would be best probably for Ed, if he can, to be the one that calls both. I would suggest
Mhm.
Julie Zapirian,
Okay.
who's our go-between between Mako
Oh,
and
okay.
Marielle, because he can answer the questions that they'll have the most
Okay.
accurately.
Mhm.
I'll tell him to get a hold of those two, and maybe he can get something straight.
Absolutely. We also had an inquiry from another public employer about maybe joining our Teamsters Health Insurance. And
Oh.
put him also onto Northwest Administrators.
Mhm, mhm.
So, if they want that. And here's another thing too, is several other counties pay 100%. There's a difference in benefit too. And that brought that to mind, because they don't have as good insurance as we do, but.
Well, I know last time we charged Shelley with
Yeah,
quoting us, he goes, well, I need all this stuff from Northwest Administrators, rates and workups and things. She goes, but I can tell you right now, we can't offer what they do at the price you pay. So we've kind of,
yeah. And I think
I've
it's
gotten spoiled
Fergus.
with the trust.
Well, in Fergus County, if I'm not mistaken, has Teamsters just like we do,
Mhm.
and they pay 100% of the premium. So, no matter what, you're never going to get equity, or, the same apples to apples on
Yeah.
all that. But, yeah, when we first switched over, Mike, and I have the documents for this, but it just glares in my mind. When we went from EBMS to Teamsters, we saved the taxpayers $11,000 a month with that switch. That's how much we're saving the citizens with the health insurance we have. So it's good. It's a nice benefit we're able to offer people.
It's the only benefit we've got from the union.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's a good
Well, and
benefit.
in that aspect, it's probably worth that, I guess.
Right?
If you look at it
You
that
know?
way,
Yeah.
because if we don't have a union, we'd lose it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And if this other, it's the school, if they went with us, because they're a,
Mhm,
public
mhm,
entity,
mhm.
it would be a huge
They
benefit
have
to
crappy
them, too.
insurance, they really do.
They do.
Oh my gosh, their
Yeah.
insurance is really bad. I was
Yeah.
really shocked to find out it doesn't cover anything and they get charged a lot. I'm like, oh my gosh, you should have better insurance than that. Because they're with all of the teachers in the, I don't understand why it's so bad. I don't know.
Yeah. I'm sure interested in adjourning, if you are, Sherman.
Fine as me, we're out of here.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies.
I like this process this year better.
What's that?
I like our budget process this way better. Because